Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In this episode I'm bringing you all the books I bought in April. So I'm going to start off with what books I bought in charity shops. So the first one I've got is Flawed by Cecilia Hearn, and this is about a girl called Celeste North, and she lives a perfect life. She's a model daughter and sister, and she's well liked by her classmates and teachers, and she's dating the impossible charming Art Cravain. But then Celestine encounters a situation in which she makes an instinctive decision. She breaks a rule and now faces life-changing repercussions. She could be imprisoned, she could be branded, she could be found flawed. In this stunning novel, best-selling author Cecilia Hearn depicts a society in which perfection is paramount and mistakes are punished. So that sounds very interesting. And with that I brought the sequel to it as well. So if you can hear traffic or my little one's in his bedroom, so you might be able to hear him, or a cat wandering around, but that's life. The next up is The Doll Factory by Elizabeth McNeil, and the caption on the back says, an intoxicating story about a young woman who aspires to be an artist and the man whose obsession may destroy her world forever. So that seems very interesting as well. Beautiful cover. Next up is Sweet Sorrow by David Nichols. And this is about 16-year-old Charlie Lewis is the kind of boy who don't remember in school photograph. His exams have not gone well at home. He's looking after his father when surely it should be the other way round. And if he thinks about the future at all, it is with a kind of dread. Then Fran Fischer bursts into his life, and despite himself, Charlie begins to hope. So that looks great, and it's a lovely cover. And inside, I love the inside as well, it just looks stunning, look. It's beautiful. So yeah, that's that one. And then next up we have Giver of Stars by Jojo Moyes. And this is, she loved it here, she loved the mountains and the people and the never-ending sky. She loved feeling as if she was doing her job that meant something, testing herself each day, changing people's lives world by world. She even earned every one of her bruises and blisters. Had built a new Alice over the frame of one with whom she never felt entirely comfortable. So that looks really interesting. So this is set in England in the late 1930s, and Alice Wright, restless, stifled, makes an impulsive decision to marry wealthy American Bennett Van Cleve and leave her home and family behind. So that's really interesting. Next up I've got Rainbow Rowell's Landline. And this says, as far as time machines go, a magic telephone is pretty useless. TV writer Georgia McCall can't actually visit the past. All she can do is call it and hope it picks up. Is she going crazy, or is this a chance to make things right with her husband Neil? Next one was Wonderland by Juno Dawson. And this, on the back, all it says is what happens when you fall down the rabbit hole. So I think this is kind of a Alice in Wonderland retelling, maybe. So yeah. Alice Dodgson lives in a world of stifling privilege and high-end luxury, but none of it means anything when her own head plays tricks on her reality. When her troubled friend Bunny goes missing, Alice becomes obsessed with finding her and discovers a wondrous invitation to Wonderland, the elite party to end all parties. So yeah. Then next up I got The Fifth Season by N.J. Jemisin. So this says, it starts with a great red rift across the heart of the world's sole continent, spewing ash that blots out the sun. It starts with death, with a murderous son and a missing daughter. It starts with betrayal and a long dormant wounds rising up to fester. This is the stillness, a land long familiar with catastrophe, where the power of the earth is wielded as a weapon and there is no mercy. Next up I got Once Upon a River by Diane Setterfield. And this says, in an ancient inn on the Thames, the regulars are entertaining themselves by telling stories when the door bursts open and in steps an injured stranger. In his arms is the drowned corpse of a child. So, yeah. Next up is The Duff by Jodie Keplinger. This says, meet Bianca, Hamilton's highest resident duff, apparently. 17-year-old Bianca Piper knows she's not the hottest girl in school, but when the school jock and man-slut Wesley casually refers to her as the duff, designated ugly fat friend, the gloves are off. Though before she knows it, Bianca finds herself in a secret enemies with benefits relationship with Wesley. If there is a thin line between love and hate, then Bianca is crossing it. She just never thought she was capable of breaking anyone's heart. Seems good. Next up is Clean by Juno Dawson, and this is about when socialite Lexi Volkov almost overdoses. She thinks she's hit rock bottom. She's wrong. Rock bottom is when she's forced into an exclusive rehab facility. From there, the only way is up for Lexi and her fellow inmates, including the mysterious Brady. As she faces her demons, Lexi realises love is the most powerful drug of all. It's a dirty business getting clean. I love the cover. It's so shiny and I love it. Next up is Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste Nick. Is that how you say that? And this is, in the placid, progressive suburb of Shaker Heights, everything is meticulously planned. From the colours of the houses to the successful lives its residents will go on to lead. And no one embodies this spirit more than Alina Richardson. Mia Warren is an enigmatic artist and single mother, arrives in this idyllic bubble with her teenage daughter Pearl and rents a house from the Richardsons. Soon Mia and Pearl become more than just tenants. All four Richardsons' children are drawn to the alluring mother-daughter pair, but Mia carries her a disregard for the rules that threatens to upend this carefully ordered community. And next up I got Normal People by Sally Rooney. And this is, Connor and Marianne grew up in the same small town in the west of Ireland, but the similarities end there. In school, Connor is popular and well liked, like Marianne, while Marianne is a loner. But when the two strike up a conversation, awkward but electrifying, something life-changing begins. I watched the show of this and I really loved it, so I thought I'd pick up the book. So that's all the stuff I got from the charity shop. The next shop I went to was Waterstones, and I picked up 4 books from there. It was A Winter's Promise by Christelle Dabos. Such a pretty cover, I love it. And this is about lose yourself in the fantastic world of arcs and in the company of unforgettable characters in this French runaway hit. A mix of awkward misfits and misunderstood geniuses, Ophelia cares little about appearances or other people's opinions of her. She possesses 2 special gifts, a talent for reading the past of objects and the ability to travel through mirrors. Her peaceful existence on Anima is interrupted when she is promised in marriage to the taciturn Thorn, a member of a powerful clan from a cold and distant arc. I've seen this a lot over YouTube, and I'm really interested in reading this. This might be a priority soon. And then next up I've got Laini Taylor's Strange the Dreamer. And this is about, since he was 5 years old, Laszlo Strange has been obsessed with the mystical lost city of Weep. But it would take someone bolder than he to go in search of it. Then a stunning opportunity presents itself in the person of a hero called the Godslayer and a band of legendary warriors, and he has to seize his chance or lose his dream forever. That's really cool. And then these are 2 very hyped books on TikTok or YouTube, and the first one is Circe by Madeline Miller. And this is in the house of Helios, god of the sun and mightiest of the Titans, a daughter is born. Circe is strange, not powerful and terrible like her father, nor gorgeous and mercenary like her mother, but she has a dark power of her own, witchcraft. So when Circe's gift threatens the gods, she is banished to the island of Aia, where she hones her occult craft, casting spells, gathering strange herbs and taming wild beasts. And then another book by Madeline Miller, I got The Song of Achilles. And this is Greece in the Age of Heroes. Patroclus is an awkward young prince and has been exiled to the court of King Peleus and his perfect son Achilles. Despite their differences, Achilles befriends the shamed prince, and as they grow into young men skilled in the arts of war and medicine, their bond blossoms into something deeper, despite the displeasure of Achilles' mother, Theaetetus, a cruel sea goddess. But when word comes from Helen of Sparta has been kidnapped, Achilles must go to war in distant Troy and fulfil his destiny. Torn between love and fear for his friend, Patroclus goes with him, little knowing that the years that follow will test everything they hold dear. So I think I want to read these soon because everyone loves them and I hope they live up to the hype. And then the next shop I went to on the same day as that was HMV, and I got Wonder Woman Warbringer, the graphic novel, which is very cute. And this was by Leigh Bardugo, and it says, will she become one of the world's greatest heroes, Wonder Woman? But first she's Diana, Princess of the Amazons, and our fight is just beginning. Based on the New York Times bestseller novel by Leigh Bardugo, this graphic novel adaptation brings to life Diana's first adventure beyond the hidden shores of the Mascara. Right, keeping on the graphic novel route, the first one I got was from Amazon, Moonstruck, Volume 1, Magic to Brew, and this is by Grace Ellis and Shay Beagle and McChubbin Quark Cows. And this is about, in the little college town of Blytheton, fantasy creatures live cosy normal lives. Right alongside humans and werewolf, barista Julie strikes to be the most normal of all. But all heck breaks loose when she and her new girlfriend Selena go on a disastrous first date that ends with a magician casting a horrible spell on their friend Chet. Now it's up to the team of mythical pals to stop the illicit illusions before it's too late. So it's really cute, this one, and it's got really cute pictures. And inside's really pretty as well. So it's like really cute. Really cute. I love it. Haven't read this one yet, but that's one I want to read soon. And the next up I got Goldie Vance, Volume 1. And this is by Hope Larson, Brittany Williams and Sarah Stern. And this is about 16-year-old Marigold, Goldie Vance, has an insatiable curiosity. She lives in Florida resort with her dad, who manages the place, and it's her dream to one day become the hotel's in-house detective. When Malta, the current detective, encounters a case he can't crack, together they utilise their smart skills and connections to solve the mystery, even if it means getting to a drag race, solving puzzles, or chasing a helicopter to do it. And this has got really lovely pictures as well. It's just, I love the style of it. It's really pretty. So yeah. And then the last graphic novel I've got here is Not Girl, Green Hair Don't Care Volume 1, and this is Brian Lee O'Malley and Leslie Hung. So that's cute. This is Who Is She? Lottie Person is a glamorous fashion blogger living her best life. At least that's what she wants you to think. The truth is her allergies are out of control, her friends are terrible people, her boyfriend traded her up for someone younger, and she may or may not have killed somebody. It's the first volume of Scott Girl, and things will never be the same. So that sounds very good. And this artwork in here is just really lovely as well. I love all the colourful art. That's really draws me in. And then the last two books I've got to show you today is ones that I got from the Book Box Club box for April. And the first one is The Supreme Lie by Geraldine McCaughrean. Yeah. And this is about 15-year-old Gloria is a maid to Althea's tyrannical head of state, Madame Suprema. When the country is hit by unprecedented flooding, Madame Suprema runs away, fearing she will be blamed for the crisis. To cover up this cowardly act, Gloria is made to step into Madame Suprema's shoes and is thrust into a world of corrupt and disparate politicians. As Gloria becomes aware of the forces toying with her every move, she must make decisions that could save or end thousands of lives, including her own. A brilliant and darkly funny commentary on our present times by one of our greatest writers. So that's really nice. And then in the same book box you've got two books, and the next one is The Outlaws Scarlet and Brown, being an account of their daring exploits and audacious crimes by Jonathan Stroud, author of Lockwood & Co. So that's cute. Don't mind my cat there. Jeff. And this one is about wanted Scarlett and Brown. Scarlett McCain is a shoot first, ask questions later kind of outlaw. She survives on bank heists, her wits and never looking back. This is until she meets Albert Brown, a boy with a dark past and an even better talent. Thrown together in a lawless future Britain, population by strange and savage beasts, the two must escape across the wilderness with deadly enemies close behind. So that looks really good as well. Right, that's all the books I've brought in April. I want to say thank you for watching, and please subscribe to my channel and press the bell button for notifications. Thank you, bye bye.